Hi, welcome to the Woodshop. Today, my apprentice is Lewis.
Hi, I'm so excited. Hi, I'm Lewis. I'm so excited to be working with my dad.
And today the project that we're going to make is a little treasure chest. The materials and tools that you need are wood glue, a hammer, a screwdriver, an electric screwdriver drill, safety goggles, a piece of sandpaper, 8 finishing nails. We use 1.5-inch finishing nails, 2 1x1 hinges and the screws that go with that, a small drill bit to drill the pilot holes to screw in the hinges. We use a 1/16. 2 pieces that are 5.5-inch by 7-inch to be the top and the bottom of the treasure chest. 2 pieces that are 7-inch by 4-inch to be the long sides of the treasure chest. And then 2 pieces that are 4-inch by 4-inch to be the short sides of the treasure chest. Now for this project, we used a piece of pine wood that was 15.25 inch long of the 1x12 pine. And from that, we were able to cut our pieces with little to no scrap. Here's a cutting diagram. Using a piece of 1x12 pine that's 15.25 inches long, we're able to make the 7 cuts to produce our 6 pieces for the treasure chest project. The highlighted yellow areas is the wood that's lost to the cut, and the red areas are what is the scrap. However, using this 15.25 inch length piece, the scrap ends up being very minimal, almost nothing at all, maybe just a sliver of wood. But here, the 7 cuts are detailed on this diagram. Alright, you ready to get started, Lewis?
Yep, I
Great.
am.
So now, the first step, what Lewis is going to do is he's going to take his sandpaper and he's going to go around the edges of each piece of wood just to make sure that they're smooth and don't have any splinters or rough edges. Alright, Lewis, why don't you go ahead and take care of that?
All the pieces?
Now, we don't have to spend a lot of time sanding each edge, just a little bit, alright? Just enough to take out any rough little splinters that might be there. Great job, Lewis. Awesome. Now our edges are pretty smooth. We don't have to worry about splinters.
What about this one?
I did that one. So now, what we're going to do is, this is going to be the lid, and we're going to put that aside. This is the bottom. We're going to put that aside for now too. And we're going to start with our pieces that basically make up the box without the lid or without the bottom. We have our 2 long sides. Put your hand. And we have our
walls.
Yeah, the 2 short sides. So those go here and here. So now, what Lewis is going to do is he's going to put glue on the edges and then put this box together just like that, and I'm going to help out with some clamps to make the rest of the process go a little bit faster. Let me open that for you, Lewis. Great. Now very carefully, we're going to tip this back over without messing it up. Make sure we keep our shape. Okay, now we have 2 clamps here that I'm going to help put these on for Lewis. Now these clamps, again, it's not necessary, but it keeps things sturdy to make the rest of the project go a little bit faster. that that's clamped, Lewis is going to put glue, or maybe I'll put the glue because it got kind of hard to come out, right? Along this top edge here, all the way around. Yep, help me. Very good. Now, this is going to be the bottom. So Lewis, go ahead and fit the bottom piece on there. Very good, very good. Now that we have that on there, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start nailing in the pieces. You know, the glue is going to hold everything together, and the nails help as well, so we have a very tight and solid bond on our box. Now we don't use too many nails, we use just the minimal amount to make the project go faster and keep it fun and keep it moving. So we're going to do it with 4 finishing nails. We're going to put 1 on each side of the bottom to nail in the bottom to each of the. I'm going to help get started with the nails by hammering them in just a little bit into the wood, and that way Lewis can then finish them with the hammer. So I'm going to take 4 finishing nails, and I'm just going to start them just a little bit for Lewis. Remember, it's 1 nail on each side. We're doing the minimum just to make the project move along, keep it fun and entertaining. With the wood glue and the 4 nails, it's fine, and it's a small box, so it's very supportive. Normally when you're doing a box, you would want to put 2 nails per side, but you know, we're fine with what we're doing. Now safety is also important, so Lewis, let's put on some safety goggles and go ahead and finish those nails. Great. Now with those nails in, we start to see some excess glue coming out. So with a rag, we just want to wipe that if we see that anywhere. May I have the hammer, Lewis? Thanks. So I'm just going to check the nails. He did a good job. I'm just going to hammer him just a little bit more to finish. Great. Now with those nails in place, we can remove the clamps. And now we're going to put the finishing nails on each of the sides. So on the long side, again, we're just going to use 1 nail for each side. So on the long side, we're going to put a nail here. That nails in the long side to the short side wall, and the same thing on this side. Okay, Lewis, why don't you go ahead and finish? Remember to keep the nail toward the side of your head, okay? You don't want to have your face behind the claw. Great job. And those are pretty good. I don't need to hit them in again. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. With our last 2 finishing nails, I'll get them started for Lewis. Go ahead and finish. Remember, you want to keep the hammer. You don't want to have your head behind the hammer, right? Great. Now, we have our box without the lid. When hammering, it's very important that you don't have your head behind the hammer. You want to make sure that you're hammering off to the side, so the hammer's on your one side and your head is on the other side. Okay, it's very important so you don't get hit in the face, and also why we definitely wear the protective goggles.
Safety first.
Safety first. Now, the last piece to this project is going to be the lid with the hinges. Okay, so I'm going to put everything on its side, and I'm going to grab the 2 hinges and I'm going to line them up here.
Now, this is the hard part.
This is the hard part because the screws for the hinges are kind of small. It's really hard to screw them in. So what we want to start off doing is drill some pilot holes. So we take our drill with a small drill bit. And then while holding our hinge in place, we drill the 4 pilot holes. Not very deep, but just enough so we can get those screws in there.
And you might need an adult for this part.
Okay, with the pilot holes drilled, I'm going to take care of the hinges now, because again, like we said, this is kind of the hard part. So first, what I'm going to do is put some wood glue where we're going to have our hinges. That way they're not only secured by the screws, they're going to be secured by the glue as well. So I kind of put that in between my pilot holes. Now, depending on the size of the screw, you might be able to use an electric screwdriver. These are kind of small, so I'm using a hand screwdriver.
But it takes a lot slower.
Great. Now we have all the hinges screwed in. Lewis, you can go ahead and take those goggles off. We're done using the hammer, so you don't have to worry about it. You want to show everybody the treasure chest that you built with a little bit of help? Come on.
This is the chest. It's empty and it's all plain brown, and there's nothing in it. Because we just made it, and of course you can decorate it on your own, and you can put anything that you find that you want to put in the chest.
So that's the little treasure chest that Lewis pretty much built on his own. It's a really fun project to do, right, Lewis? Did you have a lot of fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. High five. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching us in the woodshop. Definitely a very fun project to build with a little one, right? Definitely a lot of fun, right, Lewis?
Yep.
Great. So again, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
And give us a huge thumbs up.
Huge thumbs up. Bye.